Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. I'm going live today. My kids were going to visit me today, but my daughter got a little sick, so I figured I'd do this live stream. Hobo Munchie asked me in a private message if I could talk about my guitar techniques, and I don't think that's something I've ever done on this channel. I talk about harmonicas a lot, but I haven't really talked much about the guitar. And I've been playing the guitar just as long as I've been playing harmonica. Um, I've never ever thought of myself as a good guitar player. Um, when I picked it up I picked up harmonica a couple years earlier, but when I was 11, I got my first guitar, and I was really happy. I really wanted to learn guitar, and it was like the '80s, I liked a lot of guitar-driven bands, so. Um, and I'd also been introduced to good blues music, and I wanted to I wanted to play that. I wanted to play that most of all. I heard Muddy Waters and uh, I don't know, the old guy, like Sunhouse and Book of White and stuff. I heard some of that stuff when I was kind of young. When I went to my mom got me some guitar lessons. It was like 4 lessons for a half price or something. So I went to the guitar lessons. Now the guitar I had to work with was this incredibly. It was huge. It was like this big dreadnought guitar, and the action on it was like the strings were like this high off the off the fretboard. Um, I just got a message from Hobo Munchie. I hope somebody shows up soon. Um, but anyhow, yeah, guitar. So, oh yeah, I went to this. Hey, Tim Sandwich with Hobo Munchie, Harmonica Munchie. How's it going, brother? Um, I was just talking about when I first started playing guitar. I picked it up shortly after I picked up harmonica, like a couple years later. I picked it up when I was 11, I think. Um, and I was just getting into punk rock, and a lot of the hey Bone Daddy, thanks brother, thanks so much, and I'm good, man. I'm good, Munchie. Yeah, it's good. I'm a little sad my kids couldn't visit me today, but uh, it's my daughter's birthday on Wednesday. She's got the 420 birthday, um, which is cool. Not that I smoke a lot of weed, but I'm not a pothead. I don't behave like a pothead. I'm just someone who smokes pot. You know, and 420 really that's all. Whatever, it's bullshit. You know, it's like I hate that. I hate pothead culture. Like the big Bob Marley flag in your room with the big pot leaf behind Bob's head and stuff like that. I can't stand that shit. But I do like smoking pot. So, um, anyhow, that's off topic. I was talking about guitar. Yeah, I started these guitar lessons with this horribly hard guitar to play. Like it was a big, heavy acoustic guitar with really high action, and you know, I went to my guitar teacher, and he was like this kind of young hotshot kid, right? Like he was probably like 21 or something like that. And he said, well, and I was a very shy kid as well. I was very, very shy. And so, uh, yeah, I sat down with him, and he had a Telecaster. He had the guitar I wanted to play, and he was like, well, "What do you want to learn?" And I'm like, "I want to learn how to play blues." And he like did some like kind of riff, and I was like that, and I didn't know what to say other than sure. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was. I was an 11-year-old kid, I knew in my head the sounds I wanted to make, but I couldn't really verbalize it. But anyhow, he did teach me a couple things. Like he did teach me the E blues, like the E scale on guitar, um, that I still use when I play in standard tuning, which is very rarely. Um, that's the only scale I know. You know? But I'm cool with that. Um, anyhow, it was shortly after I moved to Peterborough. And by that time I was 21, and I'd learned basic campfire chords, like how to play and basic chord structures, like how to play like a G, C, and a D, and or a F, C, and a G, and or E, A minor, or whatever. I'd figured out some patterns enough that I could like play campfire chords and sing and blow my harmonica through a rack, right? And that's kind of how I got. I saw it as code. That's how I got my extra notes in, like the was on the harmonica. So anyhow, I don't have a guitar in standard tuning or a good harmonica rack really at the moment. I have my harmonica rack works. It's funny, my harmonica rack is the very first thing I ever bought with my very first paycheck that I ever got. When I worked at a Burger King, and I got a paycheck when I was 13. I got my first paycheck, and it was $15. And I went down to the music store, and I got a book on blues guitar chords, and in this harmonica rack, and it's the rack I've used most of my life. It's just a little loose in the wing nuts right now. But anyhow, in the '90s, I was introduced to, when I was a kid in Oakville, my resources for music were pretty limited. Like there wasn't really um, I wasn't really old enough to be on the scene or whatever, like I didn't have anybody to teach me. I didn't, my guitar teacher told me never to come back to him, is what the end game of that was. After 4 lessons, he said, don't ever come back to me. I said, fine, whatever. Um, but anyway, in the early '90s, I learned. It's really weird. It was a life changing day. I picked up a copy of Guitar Player magazine. That was a magazine I read pretty frequently back in the '80s and '90s, and it was all about slide guitar, how to play slide guitar. And I was like, wow, that's what I want to do, And because I didn't know you could tune your guitar different, right? And every time I tried to play with the slide, it sounded really crappy. And but but this issue, and I wish I still had it. It was like it had everything I wanted to know about alternate tunings. It showed you how to do the open D chord, the open G chord, open A chord, open E chord. Um, a couple different like minor tunings and stuff. It was fantastic, and so I studied that magazine, and that's how decided that's how I was going to play my blues, is on playing a slide style. I did play guitar in a. I had a like a power rock trio called the Diplomats. We were like kind of like we kind of sound like a cross between the Stooges and AC/DC. And I played when I played guitar in that band. I played electric. I played an Epiphone SG, and I tuned it to standard tuning. And but it was like more like just the E chord and the A chord and the. Hey, I have a Tea Drinker 63. It's great to see you. Oh wow, awesome! I'm so glad you're here. Um, what else happened? What was I saying? Yeah, I played like like all we did was like AC/DC Stooges style music, like just 3, 2, 1 chord songs, and but that's irrelevant. That's a whole other story. It was just all I did was play the the guitar in E. That's the only key I knew how to play in, and because that's the only key I knew how to solo in. So, but we did very well with that band when we released a couple albums. Our most recognized album is one called "Damage Baby," and which is a song I wrote, and it's a good record, but I think they're all out in the ether right now. I don't even know if I have one. But anyhow, so the way I play guitar in now is where's my there's I'm going to show you a couple different things. The first uh, when I learned how to retune my guitar, um, I decided for Hillary is messaging me saying not seeing my live stream up. Oh well, I don't know what to say about that. I'm here. um, yeah, I'm sorry, Hillary. I don't know what to say. I can't really go anywhere and check anything, but I hope you get here. Um, Anyway, when I learned all about slide guitar, I saw a lot of people playing lap style, and that really intrigued me. And I thought I want to learn how to do that. So I I went out and I got a nut extender, and put it on a guitar and tried playing last. I learned how to do that, and I really enjoyed that. And these nowadays, I have this child's guitar. It's about it's like a little wee guitar, and I tune it to itself. It's the strings are really wonky. Like I got a 18 gauge here and a 20 gauge here. It's like it's just wrong, but it's just working with what I have. So yeah, and and all you do is I can't really. I don't know if I can. I'm losing everybody. Nobody's watching anymore. Who's still watching? You I take this and I put it on my lap, and I take something like this is a pocket knife I have, and I tune it to. I use the open G configuration. Oh, tin sandwich is still there. All right, good thing. Good looking, bud. Um, open tuning is really it blew my mind when I learned how I could retune my guitar. I don't know why I never thought of it. It wasn't that. Anyhow, It's just a really comfortable way to play the blues. When I play, I kind of, what pocket knife I got a curse. This is a, this is just a cheap Chinese switchblade. It's like, called Falcon Classic. Made in China. Yeah, I don't know. Stainless steel. A lot of people prefer to play in drop D tuning. Yeah. I learned how to do that back in the day, and I did that a lot myself. A lot of my really old material is done in like drop D tuning or dad yad tuning. That was a popular tuning around here, anyway. Peterborough was a really big folk music town when I first got here, so I had a lot of people to show me stuff, which was cool. Oh, hey, Hillary's here. All right. Now the party's started. All right. But when I play guitar, like it's I don't really I use it almost more as a percussion instrument than I'm not trying to be Eddie Van Halen. I'm not trying to be anything, but you can just kind of hit on it. Had problems with your Wi-Fi? I had problems with my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi's going out. I had problems with my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi's going out. You yam. D-Roo, hey man, it's been ages since I've seen you, buddy. Anyhow, lap style guitar. This thing here is a nut extender. You can buy them at any guitar shop, and it's just a little piece of metal that extends the strings off makes the action really high. It makes it sound better than just throwing it on your lap and playing the lap style. It's essential. So yeah. Anyway, that's one way I play guitar. I try to keep it. Most of my songs don't really follow a standard 12-bar pattern necessarily, like maybe loosely. I forgot to mention, I tune my guitars using this Congdon chromatic pitch pipe made by the Honer company that Hillary sent me. This is the cover of the box. It's very cool. The threads broke that were holding it together, but that's okay. This is the tuner, and this is an old school guitar tuner, and it works like a harmonica, okay, this side is the draw side. I don't know if you can see that. And this side is the blow side, and it's got all the notes like E, D. I can't read. No, that's B, D, F. So when you blow, and it's got these little tiny holes, So when I blow, that's an F, A flat, G, and you do it on a draw. Anyway, this is a great little guitar tuner that Hillary sent me. But anyhow, most of the time when I play guitar, I use this guitar. It's a little Gretsch. What's it called? Jim Dandy. Little Gretsch Jim Dandy. It's like a parlor-sized guitar. Yeah, it is a really cool tuner, eh, Dan? It's kind of a prized possession. I'm very, very grateful Hillary sent it to me. Yeah, it works just like a harmonica. It's so cool. But yeah, anyhow, so, and speaking of Bone Daddy, the slide that I use these days is this little medicine bottle that fits on my pinky finger that Bone Daddy sent me a couple of years ago. He also sent me at the time the knucklehead slide. It was like a big, heavy chunk of, I don't know what kind of metal, but it was heavy, good. It was a great slide, and I somehow misplaced it. It's somewhere lost in my stuff. I didn't lose it. I misplaced it. So, but anyhow, I wish the camera was wider. I when I play, I usually kind of hook the guitar. I just find it more comfortable rather than playing on my knee. I like yeah, they're really cool, eh? Did I set the action higher? Or did it come like that? Well, this guitar that I play lap style, this isn't a Jim Dandy. This is just some kid's guitar that my friend gave me. Um, and I put an extender on it to make the action higher. But I play this guitar lap style. Um, Thanks for joining, everybody. So anyhow, I put the guitar kind of in between my legs like that. Sorry, D. Anyhow, this is a guitar I mainly use. And I keep it in an open G tuning. It's called Spanish G. And it's D, G, D, G, B, D. And I just find that it's easier. It's a no-brainer for me. I used to use open D a lot, but I get better sounds out of open G. Till they throw out? What do you mean? Did you have one and it broke on you? I'm trying to think what song to play. Well, I thought I was going to the workhouse. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're loud. They're great. I love this guitar. I love it. Now I thought I was going to the workhouse. My heart was filled with strife. Well, I thought I was going to the workhouse. My heart was filled with strife. I'm going to the penitentiary. Judge sends me to life. See, I'm playing basically just on one chord, like, and you can go like, I'm playing the blues. I'm playing the blues. Fine. I was just using that horseshoe slide, Hillary. Let me have a look around and see if it's. Yep, it's right here. This is this shoehorn, not horseshoe, with the little dude on it. I don't know what he looks like he's drunk. I think he's hoisting a fifth in his one hand, and he's got his what do you call those fucking things? Like a whip, but it starts with an L. Anyway, that's him. Fucking waster. Typical Canadian. Yeah, it is super cool, and I'll demonstrate it right now. And the thing that's cool about it is, your fingers fit right in it. Boom. Yeah, yeah. And the cool thing about this is it has an edge on it, so you can. Maybe not the best example of bowing this guitar, but you can add a little more grit to it. Is what I'm trying to say. Now Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. Now Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. What are you laughing at, Dan? Anyhow, I'm missing something. What's so funny? What's so funny? What are you guys laughing at? Oh, okay. Can I play the shoehorn upright? I don't, I've never tried. I'm sure I can. I can, but it's not very wieldy and it hurts. It makes you put your hand at a really weird angle. So, oh, okay. You're not laughing at me. I've had a couple. Oh, where did I put that? Freaking fucking. It's funny, I guess it was Hobo Munchie who commented on a video, a really old video, would have probably, it said 4 years ago, but it was probably the first year I started doing this channel, or shortly thereafter. And I had part of the reason I started this channel, I've said many times, is oh, pop, 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 yeah. A straight shot glass is the best. Yeah, you're right about that, Dan. Hey, Jonathan Riles, how's it going, bud? Perfect old green glass for your first finger would have broke. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You know, I used to drink a lot. You know, I don't drink a lot anymore. I haven't for quite some time. But I used to save up my liquor bottles and make them all into bottleneck slides, and that was the merch at my gigs. I'd sell them for $2 a piece, and I'd always sell all of them. I don't know how many people use them, but anyway, I can't talk about guitar technique without talking about playing sock style, which is a trick I learned from reading something about Johnny Cash. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. But I guess what he used to do is he used to take a playing card and kind of put it, like weave it in his strings, right? So I'm gonna just weave it in like that. Just put it up there, and that way it kind of sounded like a snare drum. Yeah, Johnny's a man for sure. Well, I was going to the workhouse. My heart was filled with strife. Well, I thought I was going to the workhouse. My heart was filled with strife. But I was going to penitentiary. I got 99 of life. Oh, it's so not in tune. Well, I got the Elvis head bob going. Yeah. What's the Elvis tune? Oh, fuck. Love me gently. Love me. But that's the way. I like to play guitar in sock style like that. Because, like I said, I'm not a technical guitar player. I'm not a technical musician. I'm an entertainer, and you know, I can't tell you what I'm doing, but hunka hunka burning love, hunka hunka burning love. That was from the fucking Fat Elvis 77 comeback tour, I think, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah. Fucking Fat Elvis, man. Those suits, I love those body suits he'd wear, man. And giving out the little rags to the, where's mine? Oh, I lost it. Yeah, like passing out your fucking be passing out these white scarves to the ladies in the audience. That was pretty cool. Yeah, you loved Elvis, Hillary. I was never a big Elvis fan, ever really in my life. Um, Elvi fan, plural of Elvis, the many Elvises. Um, yeah, Elvi. All right, all right. Now we can get the party started. Get the gold tooth going. Since we're talking about Elvis and everything. Um, yeah. Anyway, those are kind of, I don't know how informative that was to you, Munchie, about the guitars. Um, I'm a really simple player. You like the Christmas album for the Motown stuff. I can't really speak on Elvis because I never listened to him. Um, I knew a couple songs back in the day, but the day ended, and where's my dip? Lost my dip, people. Um, yeah, the day ended. You like that, Hillary? Look all stupid and gangster. You dig the battle leather bad boy Elvis days? Yeah. If I was gonna, no, it's fine. I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to chat. It's nice. You're not distracting me at all. That's the beauty of these live streams is you can chat. Um, Yeah. Anyway, Munchie, I don't know how informative that was to you on the guitar stuff. I can talk about guitar stuff more right now. Um, mm, thank you. Cheers, everybody. Um, yeah, like the way when I play guitar, I'm so I don't know. I was started talking about "Pop Pop Pop" that song. Yeah, some of my older videos on this channel. I'm just getting my chops back, really, just to explain it. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Munchie. When you can see the come or the replay of this video, there's more stuff in the beginning, a little bit. Um, but what was I fucking talking about? I lost it. What was I talking about? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Um. Anyway, guitar playing. I don't play it. Oh, pop, pop, pop. That's right. Yeah, a lot of the old videos on this channel, I was really just getting my chops back because, especially on my guitar playing, because you know during the Silver Hearts years, I was primarily focused on the harmonica, um, and then when that kind of ended for me, until we had our couple little reunion shows recently. Um, I got married and I had kids. And hey, Buckshot Kid, what's up, man? I'm dipping Stoker's Long Cut Wintergreen today. What are you dipping? Um, I'm just talking about some guitar stuff. Uh, yeah, I was just. You were hardcore into Elvis as a teenager, but it turned into a joke. Oh, it disappeared. Fuck. Oh, I love Stoker's Mint, man. I love it. That's one of my favorite dips. That's my favorite mint dip for sure. Um, anyway, yeah, a lot of these old videos on this channel, I haven't really deleted it more than a couple videos, and that's only because I got warnings from YouTube about them, um, which is ridiculous. But anyhow, I have 2,700 videos up on or 2,700 videos up on the channel. So a lot of them are really shitty. I'll be the first to admit it. Um, a lot of them were from when I was really truly living the blues at my old apartment in abject. I'm in a much better place now. I have a nice, happy home here, and I'm very secure, and things are good. But back a few years ago, it wasn't quite like that, and you know, because what had happened is the Silver Hearts thing kind of ended for me, so I kind of stopped touring. That was kind of the end of my touring career around 2015, and I got married and I had kids, and music just got put on the back burner. Um, yeah, it's true. It's true, Hillary. Um, yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, yeah. We all have our struggles, right? Um, everybody's got struggles in life. Um, it's good to learn. It's good to learn from your struggle. It's good to grow from your struggle. I'm in so much of a better place than I was 4 years ago. Uh, and I documented it all on my channel just for my own personal selfish reasons, so I could see see how, you know, getting out of it. It's all kind of here on camera. But but I hadn't played music for a long time. Basically my point. I got divorced. Um, Music was just on the back burner. I was, oh yeah, en effect. Oui, oui, mademoiselle. Um, yeah, music was just on the back burner. Um, so when I started this channel up, it happened because I was offered a gig, doing a tribute to my one of my mentors in music, Mr. Bernie Martin, and I was asked to do a tribute show because I know a lot of his songs, and so I really had to sharpen up my chops, right? And so I made videos on YouTube because who's gonna watch them, and I have a resource for me to go back. I'm a Oh, thanks so much, Drew. No, that really means a lot, brother. Um, wow, that's yeah. Sorry. People tell me things like that. It's makes it all worthwhile for me. Um, that's really the best thing you can ask for as a musician these days is uh, that you've influenced someone to do something. You know, uh, there's no money in being a musician anymore. Um, oh man, that's awesome. See, you never know what's going to happen. So many amazing, wonderful things have happened to me because of this YouTube channel. Um, so many great connections, and you know, I wish Kawashai was here. I can't really get a hold of him. He's a man of mystery. Uh, well, thanks so much, Hillary. Yeah, I really do try to be honest and authentic in everything I do. Um, that's so. Um, yeah. The message was retracted. Okay. Um, yeah, perfectly fake. That's why I like Dirty Gen. Oh, thanks, man. Uh, oh, man. You guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Um, I'm blown away. I'm having a moment. I totally forgot what I was talking about again. No, I was talking about my old videos. Some of them really suck. A lot of them really suck. Getting my chops back on harmonica, you know, Bone Daddy. Oh, you're a stand-up cat, man. You're the same. That's why we get along so well. I think that's why we all get along so well here. There's no bullshit. Um, Everything's real on this channel. Um, yeah, it's like a diary to me. Um, yeah, I never ever in a million years thought I would get 600 subscribers to my channel. It took me like 3 or 4 years to even get to 100. Maybe 3 years. I've been doing this channel for about 5 years now. So yeah, anyhow, it's been a really amazing journey. That's for sure. Doing it, like it's so encouraging. I always tell people, don't ever pass up an opportunity. If you can do something, uh, then do it. If you can do it, and because you never know what's going to happen. You know, I got a record deal. Buckshot Kid, you're trying to find out how long. You told me you've been watching me for about 2 years or 3 years, I think. Um, and I really appreciate that, man. And I'm glad that you've shown your face. It's awesome. Um, yeah, you never know who's watching, right? Um, I made this. I make a lot of cigar box guitars, or I used to make a lot of them. Um, yeah, something like that for sure. Something like that. I seem to remember you telling me that anyway. Um, but I made this crappy little video of me playing a Mississippi Fred McDowell song on a 3-string cigar box guitar I made, and sounds nothing like Mississippi Fred McDowell. That's another important thing I have to talk about. Um, but yeah, it landed me a record contract or a record deal with no contract was involved. But Mirkwood Recordings put out like uh, two blues albums for me, and then they put them on one cassette. I did an EP with Bone Daddy called "Broken Whispers of the Devil," the lo-fi blues connection of Bone Daddy and Dirty Pat Walsh, and that album is very special to me, Dan. If you're still watching, that's I'm very proud of that record and that I did it with you. Um, I think I found Dirty Pat when the move was about to happen. When I was about to move into the place I'm in now, probably yeah. Aw, cheers, Dan. Cheers. Um, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You never know who's watching you, right? So, yeah, it was great. It was great. Um, and it's not, I've never done this channel for the numbers of subscribers, really, or it's just, I just do it how I'm gonna do it. I don't try to, I make my videos a little better now that I have I've figured out editing tools and shit like that. But um, I'm not trying to be Jake Paul or Logan Paul or whatever the fuck his name is. um, I'm happy to sit here in the low. You could just feel the pain on my face. Yeah, you just got pain. Man, Drew, that really means a lot to me. Wow. I'm really blown away with some of your kind comments here, guys. Um, music's what keeps me going. Music saved me from so many things. It's also helped me do a lot of things. It certainly being a musician uh, opened doors for drugs and things like that to enter my life. But I'm feeling better now. um, anyhow, this video is supposed to be mostly about my guitar techniques. So, what I wanted to say, most importantly, the most important lesson about guitar that I've learned over the years is, yeah, music does get the crazy out, man. Like nothing else. Um, Go watch my diplomats videos and see. They get the crazy out for sure. Um, but no, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, always try to play in your own voice. Never ever try to sound like somebody else. Don't copy somebody else. Yeah. um, it's so important that people, like I play a lot of old blues songs, and I play them nothing like, yes, yes. See, Dan agrees. It's so important, you know. Like I've been playing harp for 40 plus years now, and I don't sound like anybody but Dirty Pat Walsh. I'm not trying to sound like James Cotton or Sonny Boy Williamson or Little Walter or nothing like that. I'm trying to sound like me, you know, because I'm not in the music biz to be a tribute act to anybody, like the I play a lot of old blues songs, and that's not for cultural appropriation purposes or anything like that. Um, I play them to keep the songbook going. I can't play Charlie Patton songs the way Charlie Patton played them. I can't play a Son House song the way Son House played it. I'm just not that good a guitar player, but I can play these songs and I can play them powerfully and in my own voice. And as long as you give credit where credit's due. January 7th, 2020. That's how long you've been subscribed, and you found me from Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew Guy. Um, I don't learn from other people's music as much. Yeah, absolutely, Drew. Absolutely, it's meant to be your own. It's yeah, and it's hard to be original, hobo. It's hard to be original, but all you got to do is be true to yourself, um, and always try to grow in your playing. Um, I am, I've been playing these instruments for decades, and I'm a mere babe in the woods with both of them, um, but I'm happy to be that way. I wouldn't have it any other way. So always try to be your own artist, your own voice, and it's the most important lesson I could ever give anybody in music. Um, now, yes, I know you do, Hillary. I know you do. Um, uh, the Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew Guy, yeah. Um, Buckshot Kid said he found me from the Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew Guy. Oh, Hillary, you got a retracted message. Um, it's funny because I was Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew Guy's third subscriber, and I heard about him before he started his channel through Berg's Dip Reviews, because Berg's Dip Reviews was basically the same thing as Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew Guy. Before Berg's did the same thing, except he didn't wear a suit and a tie. You know, um, I did a shout out video for Suit and Tie. Before even seeing one of his videos, I gave him a shout out video. Um, saying, "Hey, there's a new." We had kind of a little smokeless tobacco community at that time. That's another thing about YouTube. Little communities kind of form, and then they dissipate, and another one forms. Um, but yeah, we had a little smokeless tobacco group of channels, and yeah, it's pretty rare, Buckshot. It's Canada's not so dip driven as the states, and it's so expensive here. It's so expensive. Um, um, but yeah, so I made the shout out video to kind of get people to subscribe to this guy because he was new on the scene, and anyhow, he obviously skyrocketed, and now he's kind of the place to go for dip. He's kind of like, I read his comments, and his subscribers are rabid for him. Like like call him very exalted names. For his tobacco reviews. I don't know why people get so excited, but what's a can cost in Canada? Well, we don't get Grizzly here. All we get here in Canada is Skoal and Copenhagen products, and we get it's $30 a can. Uh, just to let you know, it's $30 a can. Um, we get Copenhagen long cut, Copenhagen snuff, Copenhagen straight, and Copenhagen long cut or Copenhagen natural pouches. For Skoal, we get Skoal straight, Skoal straight pouches, um, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Buckshot. Um, Skoal straight, Skoal pouches, and we have a Canadian only product called Skoal Dark that is I can't really read that comment. Oh, you thought it meant California. Oh, thanks, Drew. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, when you go to the reserve, um, like fortunately I live in a part of the province that we have I kind of live on the edge of like cottage country, like the wood, like the more rural areas, and yeah, there's a really cool reservation out in Alderville, which is about a half-hour drive from here, and yeah, like you can get cans of they have like all the Grizzly products and like the see in Canada, like at the corner store in Canada, you can't get flavored dip, like you can't other than straight, you can't get wintergreen, you can't get mint, you know whatever, and the brands are very limited. But if you go out to the reservation, you can get like all kinds of Grizzly, all kinds of, all the flavored skulls, all that for $15 a can, which is better than $30 a can. But your family's reservation is on Vancouver Island, probably cheaper to have your cousins in from maybe. I don't know. Hillary is very kind to me and sends me um, a very ample supply of dip. Um, yeah, exactly, Buckshot. Yeah, a tub of Stokers costs $70 at the res, and so when you break it down, it's like something like 5.50 a can. So it's not so bad. Like I'd pay, I'd happily pay $5 for a can of dip. Um, back, you know, even back 30 years ago. Um, yeah, and Canadian tobacco laws have changed a lot over the last 20 or so years. You can't even buy mentholated cigarettes at the corner store. They don't, um, just because they're trying to keep all these exciting, exotic flavors from the public. Um, Everything's in plain packaging. I don't know if I have anything on me, like an old can or something. But anyway, any tobacco product. Sorry, I totally missed that comment, Drew. Um, um, sounds crazy. Like what? Yeah, 35 bucks a carton for a can of smokes. Holy moly! Here it's like to buy a pack of cigarettes. It's uh, $14. You know. Um, yeah, we still get all kinds of alcohol. I don't drink anymore. But I can't I still can't shake my rep for looking like a drunken bastard. It's weird. Um, yeah. Yeah, what were we talking about for a carton? Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because the carton's 10 packs. You're just saying we can get all kinds of flavors of alcohol, but not tobacco. Yeah, I know exactly, Buckshot. It's ridiculous. It's uh, it's ridiculous. What's a great look? Oh yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's stupid, you know, but it is what it is. So yeah, all tobacco products come in this plain black packaging. Like there's no separate cart or picture, like separate cigarette packages or separate dip cans. Like they are all just plain black with the product and whatever it is written on the title, um, rough around the edges. What do you mean by that, Drew? Um, anyhow, yeah, plain packaging. Yeah, tobacco laws suck in Canada. That's the plain simple fact of it. so, um, so yeah, I don't know. Guitar techniques. I've kind of gone over all my styles. Um, I said I looked like an old drunk. Yeah, I get people. I can't lose that reputation. Like, like back in my, from when I was like around, say 17. Let's say when I started drinking heavy. Um, until I was 30, 31. I quit when I was 31 because I'd blown my liver up. Um, People say you look rough too. Yeah, it's like I guess the damage that you do to your body, because when I through the roughly 15 years that I drank heavily, um, I drank very, very heavily, you know, um, extremely heavily. And, so now, like I have these like bags under my eyes, that all kind of came from drinking, I think, just having my eye, I've never dipped. It's the nicotine and the flavor that's the attraction. Is it just the nicotine and the flavor? Yeah, dipping's really. It's just. Oh, sorry, Jonathan. I totally missed your comment, and I wanted to read it. Um, I'm very sorry. Um, Dipping's a nice, relaxing thing to do. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's something I've been doing for so long, like on and off. Um, that yeah, it's just the nicotine and tastes good. And you can just sit back and kick back and have a dip, And it's not like a cigarette where you smoke it last 5 minutes. You can keep a dip in as long as you want. But I really wanted to read that comment, Jonathan. I'm sorry I missed it. It seemed like you had a lot to say in it. Um, that's cool about dipping. It's really not cool. It's like the most uncool. Yeah, you don't have to go outside. Like if you're a nicotine user, it's certainly uh, like yeah, you don't have to go outside for it. You don't have to. Yeah, and it's like smoking. Like it gives you the same feeling. Yes. I don't know how to describe nicotine. It's like a kind of a stimulant, but kind of when I have a dip in, I usually get kind of droopy. Like I'll be reading a book and I'll kind of nod off and go to have a nap. But I don't know. Anyhow, it's the most uncool habit. It's like when you're in a group of people, you're spitting all the time, and which is kind of fun, but kind of fun when you're alone, mostly. The thing I'm spitting into right now is a mud jug. This is the the gold standard of spittoons these days. Oh, buckshot, man, I've done that too. I fell asleep with a huge dip of skull citrus in my mouth once, and I fell asleep with it for like 2 hours. And when I woke up, it like was like imprinted into my lip. It was like, and it just had that skull citrus aftertaste for hours, um, even after brushing my teeth and everything. Um, yeah, dipping, I don't know, it's a bad habit. It's, I don't know, just something I do. Uh, Mud Jug Mud Jug is pretty good. This was sent to me by John Harvey. You thought that only happens? Oh, yeah, I understand that, Munchie. Um, but yeah, guy named he goes by a bunch of his real name is John Harvey, but he goes by Johnny Exotic. Um, and he sent me this mud jug in the mail. It's very sweet of him, but my kid is not on my lid is not on. Yeah, I know. I was just empty. I just was emptying it. Um, the funnel. The my real. No, I usually keep this spittoon for when I'm working in the music studio, um, because I don't want get to. It's if you it can't spill like this is pretty full and you know it's not going anywhere. Spill proof. Um, but this is my favorite one. This one Hillary sent me, and it's an old brass spittoon. Makes a ping. It's got a bunch of dried up dip in it right now. And I gotta really clean this out. Um, but yeah, this is my favorite spittoon. You can hear a little bit of a ping there. Um, wow, 5 people are watching, and I've been going on for an hour and almost 10 minutes. That's crazy. You want one of these spittoons? Um, you can still find them. Antique shops are the place to look for them. Um, Hillary does a lot of. Are you still here, Hillary? I don't know. I assume so. Hillary does a lot of thrifting and a lot of antique shopping and stuff like that. And her dad used to be an antique dealer, and anyhow, she somehow found. I can't. It's so long ago. I can't remember how she found it, but yeah, it's really cool. It just fits in your hand. It's like the size of a mud jug, pretty much, with a big funnel. Um, it's great for chewing tobacco. Um, but yeah, that's dipping life. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, man, I've been going on here over an hour. This is crazy. Um, yeah, like I said in the near the beginning, I want to thank you all for 600 subscribers. It's funny how YouTube works. Um, like you know, okay, I have 600 subscribers, but probably only like most of my videos get like a high, for like a most of my videos get about 40 views over a week, like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Um, oh, Buckshot, man, thanks for watching my channel. Sometimes I get really discouraged and I kind of want to stop doing it. But then somebody will say something like that, and I can't stop doing it. Um, thanks so much, Munchie. Thanks so much, brother. Um, it's really 600 subscribers is really small potatoes in the YouTube world, but it's a lot to me. And only about this goes for any YouTube channel, I think, like only about maybe 10 or 20% of your subscribers watch your videos. Um, you know, so I'm just grateful. People, okay, see you later, Bone Daddy. Um, yeah, thanks so much, brother. I hope you have a great day. Um, yeah. Never thought I'd make it. Anyway, yeah, I started this channel very humbly for very humble reasons, and I still try to keep it that way, you know. Um, yeah, musically, I've been kind of trying to focus on the old gospel blues lately because it's just where I'm at musically right now. Um, just I'm fascinated by some of these old songs, you know. Um, I would love to do another album of you know, my first album on Mirkwood at Midnight Call the Doctor was me just doing a bunch of blues covers. Basically, I had a couple original songs in there, but nothing really to speak of. I'd love to do another like blues, straight up blues album where I can cover. You know, the last album I made, "The Morning Brings You Nothing," which I still have a couple copies of the cassette left. If people are interested, yeah, this is my last album. The Morning Brings You Nothing. It's a very dark album. It's a very dark, very blasphemous album. My comment was a weird guitar technique. Maybe I'll make a video. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I know you have a very interesting style, Jonathan. I when you make a video, I look forward to your videos a great deal. They're they're super cool, and I love your style of playing. It's like I said, you know, you gotta play in your own voice, and that's what you do. It's great. Would I make videos on how to play a harmonica? Oh man, I have so many videos on how to play a harmonica, but maybe maybe I do, maybe I don't. Um, I don't know. I could go into a bit of it now. Um, since we're all just hanging out, um, I can't play harmonica and dip, and I gotta lose my gold tooth. So don't want to inhale that. um, Playing harmonica, you know, it's what drew me to the harmonica originally. I heard it as a kid on the radio, and just the sound of it just fascinated me. You know, it was such an expressive instrument. You know, and I knew it was like accessible and cheap, and so I decided to start playing. Um, um, Let me try to find where's my heart. Um, my preferred brand of harmonica is the Horner Marine Band. This is like the first brand I started playing. This and the old Horner uh, blues harp. Played a lot of those. They make them differently now. I don't really like how they are now. They used to be just marine bands with different covers, but I have one somewhere, but I don't want to dig around for it right now. Harmonica. Now this is just a plain old key of C marine band. Um, Playing harmonica, you know, you can pretty much anyone can pick up a harmonica and make some kind of music with it right off the bat. And it's just a matter of learning some certain things, like learning how to breathe properly, learning how to, um, the first things I tell people about playing harmonica is you gotta use your foot like a metronome, like always keep a steady rhythm. Um, Now, this is a key of C harmonica, so I'm going to play in second position, which means I'm going to start on the second whole draw note. That's a G note, so I'm going to be playing in the key of G. But I don't know. Let me see if I can explain. like I'm doing that just on the 2, 3, and 4 notes without really doing any bending or anything. Um, you know, and that's the thing about playing harp. You gotta figure out how to get a solid rhythm down. And you don't ever breathe more. Um, you breathe like you normally breathe. You don't like push extra air into the harmonica at all, because it'll bust your harp. You know. And Buckshot said that foot tap was good advice. I know. And yeah, I find it's good to have a metronome. Sure, kind of same idea, but if you can get it in your body, I find that's better. You know, and you just have to tap your foot, play along with your foot. You know. So yeah, you don't breathe any harder into the harmonica than you normally do. You just now what I'm doing is I'm starting on the two draw, and just okay, two draw, two blow. That's like it's like two blow, two draw, two blow, and then I'm doing a three draw. So like that's just all in a couple notes, right? You can play a lot on just these four notes on the harmonica. Now you can incorporate when you learn how to bend. You can, the two and like these are all very bendable notes. So. That's a two. Oh yeah, Buckshot Kid. I was gonna tell you, if you're playing along with me using a cheap harmonica, um, I don't know how cheap it is, but cheap harmonicas are the devil incarnate. they you can't, like, they're very hard, usually very hard to play on, very hard to bend on, usually very hard to bend on. Um, if you're gonna, yeah, okay, it's cheap. Um, yeah, if you're gonna take up harmonicas, like, at least semi seriously, you should really try to invest in a quality instrument, like a professional grade instrument, like a marine band, or a Special 20, one of these guys. Um, This is a great Special 20 is a great beginner harmonica because it's made of plastic. It's easier to play. Um, it's a great starter harmonica, Special 20 by Honer. Um, a great Suzuki makes a couple brands. They make the Harpmaster and the Bluesmaster, and those are both. I play those. Like I have played those on stage before. They're stage worthy instruments. But you don't when you get what you pay for with a harmonica. So if you're buying one new, if it costs you basically anything less than $40, it's going to be a piece of shit. So big river harps are awesome, hobo munchy, and manjis are fantastic harmonicas. Um, yeah, they're fantastic. I have a couple low, like I have a low D and a low C manji, but I had a nice just plain old key of C manji. I gave it to my niece because my niece is very musical. So, but yeah, so and now you can bend these notes, right? So like note bending is a whole. It's a hard thing to teach. It's all in how you use your tongue and your mouth, and it's like. And all I'm doing is like going kind of thing. It's kind of a weird, gross thing to teach, but it is what it is. Um, and now the 3 note you can bend down. You can bend it down a half step and a whole step. Sorry. I don't know. I'm not doing it so good right now. Pardon me. Got a lower harmonica. It's a key of A harmonica. You know, I'm just playing the 2, the 3, and the 4 notes. It's, you know, playing harmonica. You don't. You want to take it one step at a time, get that step down, and then move on from that step. It's not like, um, don't you know? It's like any instrument. Don't approach it like just diving in and like you gotta be mindful of what you're playing. Sorry, I'll play this on the C because that's what we were working on. Now I'm doing that all on the 5, 6, and the 7. You know, the blues scale. I'm sorry, people. I'm having difficulties with this C harmonica. Let's see this one. Sorry. Oh, anyway, I can't do it right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. My bending's not up to snuff right now. I haven't played much harmonica in a couple days. My house is really full right now of people, and it's hard. I get self-conscious. The harmonica sounds best with a simple riff. Yes, exactly, Hobo Munchie. Just to let just treat it easy. Treat it easy. Accentuate it when you can. You learn more. It's like the more you play, the more you're gonna be better at it. You know, after about 10,000 hours of playing harmonica, you should be pretty fucking good. And that's actually not hard to accomplish. So. Harmonica is a really. I'm so glad I picked up the harmonica as a kid. I remember buying my first harmonica and holding it in my hand and just feeling. I said to myself, this is a really important moment. Like I was looking at it like this is on another level of like toys I've bought in my life. Um, I was very diligent in playing it. I played it all the time, as much as I could. I got made fun of a lot at school. People always told me I sucked and blowed, stupid harmonica jokes like that. But it's such an insignificant thing. It's just to so many people, this is just a toy that they carry in their pocket or they give to their kid for Christmas as a stocking stuffer or whatever. But this harmon not this particular harmonica, but the harmonica itself has taken me all over. Like, it's taken me to Europe. It's taken me all through the States. It's taken me all over Canada. Um, it's allowed me opportunities to record. It's allowed me opportunities to work as a session musician. I've scored. I've written or scored is like, I don't know if you don't, if you don't know, it's another term for writing music, for dozens of plays and dance pieces, like people do theatrical dance, and I provide the music playing harmonica. I never ever thought harmonica would take me down that path, but it did, and it's wonderful. I still get asked from time to time to do pieces with my friends, and it's a wonderful experience. It's different than playing in a band. It's very different, but it's really cool. Harmonica's done so much for my life, and it's such an insignificant little thing. So, don't ignore the little things, don't ignore the little insignificant things in life, because they can mean an awful lot. They can do an awful lot. You know, it's like playing, if you're a musician and you're playing a show and only 5 people are in that audience, but, you know, maybe one of those people is like a record executive who loves your band, or loves what you do, you never know. You had a friend named Richie Blue who was a harp player at his show. He introduced himself. I'm Richie Blue. And I would yell, he needed the money. Yeah. Yeah, I love playing harmonica, man. It's one of my greatest pleasures in life, playing harmonica. Um, but I don't know. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Uh, Anybody who's still watching? Because otherwise, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. What's the different key types between harmonicas? Um, it's it's fun. Harmonica keys, like, it's just there. Each one sounds different. It's in a different key. Um, I have this is my working case of harmonicas. Um, I'll show it to you in a sec. I got a bunch of extras in it. I'm missing one. Yeah, I have. I mostly play marine bands. Like, this is basically my working case of harmonicas. This is going down. We have the key of A, key of B flat, key of C, key of D, uh, key of F, and key of G. And this over here is probably this is a B. Not played so often. These are the main ones you're gonna need. Those like the A, the B flat, the C, the D, the F, and the G. Those are the with those harmonicas, you can basically do everything you need. But there's keys of all kind. This is A flat harmonica. That's why it's so rusty. I barely ever play it. Um, You know, this is a low tuned D. See, the regular D is kind of, it's one of the higher pitched harmonicas. And sometimes you want to make that lower. I don't know. What else do I got here? This is an E flat harmonica. This is great for playing along. I used E flat harmonicas a lot with the Silver Hearts because we had a horn section that played. We played a lot of stuff in B flat. So E flat cross harp is B flat. So. This is in the key of E. Another harmonica I don't play a lot, but this is a low tuned E. So. I like the low tuned E better because the E is kind of a shrill harmonica. Same with F. This is my F. It's a Sadel. I don't play Sadel harmonicas all too much, but this is one that I have, and it's in the key of F. It's got a jimmied note on. I was very not satisfied when I bought this harmonica, but. You're right, Munchie. You're right. That's right. They have the information, the little paper inside with the information. Lee Oscars are great for that, giving you all the information you need to know. Lee Oscars are a decent harmonica. They're a good beginner harmonica, I'd say. But yeah, this is my F. It's very high, and I don't often. I played it a lot in the Silver Hearts because we played a lot in the key of C, which is the cross harp in this. And to be heard over everybody, I had to play the high, like the high F, the normal F, just to be heard. But when I'm playing by myself, one of my favorite keys to play in is the low F harmonica. It's like, yeah, it's one of my favorite harps because it's tuned low, but the F harmonica is the Lucky 13. I've always wanted to try one of those Lucky 13 harmonicas. I like East Top harmonicas. Anyhow, yeah, that's the difference between the keys. They're all just tuned differently for whatever key your band's playing in or whatever mood you happen to be in. I play my kind of go-to keys when I play solo are B flat because I just this is my B flat is my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah, I love B flat harmonicas. What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, they all have different. They all got different sounds. Brendan Power. I have a couple of Brendan Power harmonicas. I'm gonna dig in my big box of harps. This is my it's open. Now that's my little box of like if I was going to a gig. Thank you, Munchie. Thank you. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but thank you. But this is my big box of harps. It's an old makeup case, and let's see if got everything like super easy to play, great vocal. And the East Top harps, yeah, they're good. They're good. Yeah, this is all the harps that I play occasionally. um, it's got stuff like, yeah, like my old. This is an old style blues harp. You know, it's just a marine band with slimmer cover plates and no vents and stuff. It's also in F. You know, I have this really cool tremolo harmonica that Kelsey gave me, an echo harp. You know, people always, tremolo harps are not often used in blues music, but you can play blues music on them. They're more meant to be played like first position style. I can't play that in so long. Sorry, I'm just dawdling here. I got so much crap. This beautiful Chromatica in G. This was bought by a PayPal donation from Edward Morton. This is one of my favorite harmonicas. I love it so much. But we were talking about East Top harmonicas, and that's why I went in this box. So Edward Morton, a very nice, lovely man who watches my channel from time to time. He sent me the Power Bender and the Power Draw. Now I haven't really figured out the Power Draw. I don't think I'm gonna try them both out. I haven't played these in quite a bit, but they're difficult. Like they're weird, very weird tunings. Yeah, the Power Bender, like it's kind of like the way it works. Like this is like. It sounds right out of tune, like it's kind of fucked, but you got to bend every note basically to make it sound right. You know, it's good for working on your bending. It's good for that. And Power Draw harmonica. Now these are good quality instruments. They're easy to play. They're well built. They're very much like the Marine Band. You know, they got a nice open back, vented sides. You know, it's a plastic comb, but it's flush. It's flush to the front, which I like. Yeah, the Power Draw. Yeah, it's an interesting harmonica. It's kind of difficult to play, but it's definitely, these are both very fun harmonicas, and they're very colorful, and they're well built. And thank you, Edward Morton, for sending these to me. They're good. They're great fun. Now I'm going to show you the best East Top harmonica that I have here. Also bought by a PayPal donation. And that is, where's that button? Oh yeah, this East Top Forerunner Chromatic, a 12 hole chromatic harmonica. And this costs like $50, I think. Stainless steel reeds are great to practice bending since I got little bass from me. I'm not a fan of Seidel harmonicas. I don't think I don't. I find I like the sound of brass better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a grumpy old man, but anyhow, this Forerunner chromatic is a beautiful instrument. Chromatic harmonicas often have wind saver valves over the reeds, which limit your bending abilities. They're little plastic white things that you'll see over the reeds in some harmonicas. Um, but this is valveless, so it's so you can bend notes on it. But now I'm not a very good chromatic player at all. Like I don't know how to use this thing at all. Other than if I'm doodling around in C, like it works well. I don't know. I just don't know how to play that way. I play this blues style, like little Walter kind of. I think he innovated that, but it's slide free. You don't use the slide, and you play in third position, which is how does that start? Well, basically, like you can play in D for like it starts. It's on the first hole draw and three blow like I just gotta play so. It's just simple playing on the D without the slide. Um, Beautiful. I love chromatic harmonicas for that. Can't play very much on them, but I love playing what I can play on them. So, and like I say, the more you practice, the better you get, right? Um, yeah, beautiful East Top harmonica. Um, why we were talking about that, I don't know. But anyway, anybody got any other questions or anything they want to ask me? Ask me anything you want. I'll try to answer it. Anybody? I know there's 5 of you out there. Well, anyhow, I hope this was an informative and helpful live stream to everybody. Are hookers better in Canada? Honestly, tin sandwich, I wouldn't know. I don't know. Um, I'm not that well versed in prostitution. um, I live on like the street I live on in town is kind of the strip, like for that. LOL. I'm a you know I try to turn from sin. you know, like that. I'm not interested in sleeping with a hooker at all. You know, but I live on the strip in Peterborough, Bethune Street. It's like this is the street where all the hookers do their job, and you know, God bless them all. Um, yeah, yeah. We have There was a time, yeah, yeah. Well, we all have things, right? We all have bad things we've done, or not necessarily bad. I'm not making a judgment. It's not for me to judge, but we've all got stuff that we look back upon and go, oh, wow, I did that. you know, I know I got a lot of that shit. So, um, but yeah. Anyhow, this live stream's been going on for over an hour and a half, and I really didn't expect that. So I'm gonna split, but I hope you all have a wonderful day. Um, God bless you all, and you got a lot. What'd you get a lot of, Munchie? Survival. Yeah. Okay, I get it. What you mean? Survival thing. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Drew. Everybody's had to survive at some point. Oh, thank you, Munchie man. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming and watching. And yeah, bad stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a lot of bad stuff too. We got. I don't really don't know anyone who's doesn't have a lot of bad stuff. Oh, thank you, Drew, and thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Drew, we all do. We all do. Everyone. Every one of us. Every single one of us, you know. But yeah. All right. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And thanks for joining my live stream. And I'm going to post it up so you can all see it in probably a few minutes. So, all right. Much love to you, Drew. Much love to all of you. You take care too, Buckshot. Um, and thanks so much for showing up. Thank you all for showing up. And I'll see you later. Bye now.